Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's Friday the 17th of April. Happy Friday to everybody. And it looks like we are having a pretty amazing move actually to my eye. And a lot of that is from news. So in fact, if we keep this up, we will hit the 6th week in a row for a winning streak here in the markets. But a lot of that news that is generating some of that interest here is in Citigroup. They topped analyst forecasts, but if you look at very closely at how they're reading this, it's the smallest quarterly loss since 2007. Again, that's not necessarily the best news I've ever heard, and they're saying a lot of that is from bond revenue and trading from that. So they don't expect that to continue. GE had some problems in their first quarter. They fell by 36%, hurt by finance. So again, looking in Yahoo Finance for news, very nice free place to go. But look at how the markets are digesting this actually. So here's the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY, like we look at a lot. So after a little bit of a sell-off this morning with a lower high, we did get a higher overall low, and we worked our way out of this. Nice ascending triangle, and now we're getting a breakout into this. So what do we have to look forward to overhead as far as resistance? If you zoom out a little bit to a 60-minute chart now, we have to zoom way back now to find this previous swing high. So amazing to make a huge recovery like this, even though it's all scrunched up. These swing highs and swing lows still remain in effect if they haven't been touched again. So now we go back and look at a daily chart, and you can see again this is what we're looking at. So this support area broken becomes resistance. This whole area that we're at right now testing is an amazing one. We did it before here. I said yesterday that we're forming a nice high base. Not a lot of selling going on here in order to drive the market south. Not a lot of buying either. So things were stagnating, and that's fully what I would consider to be healthy. So with this nice moves, this test now, this resistance, is actually helpful to pointing to a further continuation to the upside. If you look, however, at the trend now for the New York Stock Exchange has spent almost the entire day above 1.0. In fact, even spiked up to 2.0. So that does not at all corroborate this upward move and a breakout. But the trend Q, however, just like yesterday, is experiencing relative strength compared to the trend. And it's finally, for the first time, dipped below 0.8. So even though this move in the S&P 500 looks pretty dramatic, for most of the day, it was actually quite bearish, or at least not bullish, I would put it that way. Only recently has the trend Q at all even matched and gotten below 0.8, which is a neutral range. It's at 0.84 right now, so we're right in that neutral range. The VIX, however, is the better story. It is fully corroborating the upward movement all day long, and that bleed out in volatility is often correlated to a nice upward movement in stocks. So that's pretty cool. Nice to see this be the tiebreaker for the bullish side of things and have a breakout occur into the next logical spot of resistance, which again on the S&P is this previous swing high back here. We're clearly now above the 100 MA, and we've got all these other areas of resistance behind us, but that will be for another day. So excellent stuff. Right into a weekend. Be careful how you trade into that, of course, and excellent. So post your comments. I'll try to get to those in the video this evening, actually, for a nice weekend wrap-up. And I look forward to D7's video later in this afternoon. And hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.